Hello, this is step 9, study number 2, keeping promises. How many people are still living in the shadow of our unkept promises? Is it too late now to go back and fulfill things that we said we would do? King David was a guy who, in his time, the kings had every right to take out the family of the previous king. And I don't mean out to dinner, I mean wipe them out, to completely eliminate the previous reign and the heirs of that reign. Well, David had a friend named Jonathan, and Jonathan was the one who was supposed to take the throne, but they both understood that God had chosen David to take the throne. And David had promised Jonathan, I will take care of your family. Well, Jonathan died. He didn't get to see the fulfillment of that promise. And actually, it was years later that David actually remembered his promise. Meanwhile, Mephibosheth, who was Jonathan's son, has been living in fear. I'm sure there were days he didn't think about it much. And I'm sure there were times he thought, well, he hasn't come after me yet, maybe he won't. But deep down inside, there was a fear. He knew the king could, at any moment, decide to wipe out his family. So let's take a look at this story. It's one of my favorites, actually, in 2 Samuel chapter 9. And let's try to think about keeping those promises that we have made to other people, if we can, and at the very least, asking them maybe what our neglect has meant to them, and then saying we're sorry. Okay, so this is 2 Samuel 9, 1 to 9. One day David asked, is anyone in Saul's family still alive? Anyone to whom I can show kindness for Jonathan's sake? He summoned a man named Ziba, who had been one of Saul's servants. Are you Ziba? The king asked. Yes, sir, I am, Ziba replied. The king then asked him, is anyone still alive from Saul's family? If so, I want to show kindness to them. Ziba replied, yes, one of Jonathan's sons is still alive. He is crippled in both feet. Where is he? The king asked. In Lodabar, Ziba told him, at the home of Machir, son of Ammiel. So David sent for him and brought him from Machir's home. His name was Mephibosheth. He was Jonathan's son and Saul's grandson. When he came to David, he bowed low to the ground in deep respect. David said, greetings, Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth replied, I am your servant. Don't be afraid, David said. I intend to show kindness to you because of my promise to your father, Jonathan. I will give you all the property that once belonged to your grandfather Saul, and you will eat here with me at the king's table. Mephibosheth bowed respectfully and exclaimed, who is your servant that you should show such kindness to a dead dog like me? Then the king summoned Saul's servant Ziba and said, I have given your master's grandson everything that belonged to Saul and his family. Wow, what a way to keep a promise.